So Mr. Chuckie Egg, this is your PCB, and so what I've done, I've checked that PPU there and that CPU there, which is the RP2A03, and they both work absolutely fine. What I've done then is I've stripped the ROMs off here, 6 ROMs, and I'm reburning Excite Bike, the Japanese version, for the 0004 PPU that you've got here. So originally the game was resetting because the ROM at 6C and 6D seemed to have corrupt data. Once I reburnt them, the game was working fine, although the problem was that the Excite Byte ROMs that were on here was for a 0003 PPU, so all the colours were messed up. So what you're going to need to do is, obviously we need to replace that socket, so you need to buy a new 40-pin socket, and the other thing you're going to need to get as well is another one of these CPUs, so that's RP2A03, if you want to run a game on this side. At the moment what I've got in here is an RP2A04 CPU, which is basically a dummy CPU which allows the game on this side to run. Because if you don't have a CPU here, whatever it is, an RP2A04 or 3, the game, the whole board will not run. It has to have a CPU here, and that's why I was saying when you originally showed me the picture of the board could not have been tested because that was missing. The other thing I've done as well is when I had, because I tested Super Mario Brothers on here as well, to make sure the PPU was okay, the colours were all messed up here. They're either too high or too low, so I've adjusted them, so they're pretty much bang on now. So I'm just waiting for the ROMs to erase, and I'll write them here, and then we'll check it out in a minute when I've put them back in. Alright? Alright, the ROMs have been reburnt now and I've put them back in. So let's give it a go. Fire it up. There you go. Excite Bike. So this is the Japanese version, but I believe it's not it's pretty much the same as the US version anyway. So, but it works on a 004 PPU. So let's try and start the game. Yeah. And get a joystick. Yeah, seems to work. I think that'll do.